Yeah, we're a little late. My bad. I'm sorry. We're being stupid. What'd you think? It was all in all a pretty good week. Maybe it wasn't a good week. I don't know. How was your week? Was your week good? I don't know. Um. So yeah, here we are. Uh, May 27th, the week of May 27th, closing good week. How y'all doing, people? Welcome to the show. Um, it was live, but it wasn't because you guys weren't expecting it yesterday. I could have recorded that. Probably should have recorded that. It'll probably be edited because it didn't really turn out the way I was expecting it to turn out. Um, through no fault of any of ours, through no fault of whatever that was. I mean, like, I did what I was trying to do. You got to see what you got to see. It wasn't, I don't know, wasn't remarkable. Like, I don't know if any of y'all thought it was going to be. I don't know. I don't know what you expected. We tried to get you a Venom out there, and I didn't mark it down. My biggest problem was I didn't mark it down as like a how to build of any kind. So blah, that was what really messed it up. So I think what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to edit it into something that's just freaking wrong. That one's going to have to be deleted. Delete forever. Yes. I understand. Yeah. YouTube's got too many videos. And the more videos they have, the more shit they're going to charge us probably. Ads, all this crap. We're not dealing. We are not dealing. So, anyway, how y'all doing this week? I noticed there's some good videos out there again. That's really cool. Um, Lots of people, like a bunch of our list down there, the subscriptions, if you run down there, some videos out there, like again building, again getting some flights on there. I saw a couple there and there. Did you know IVPAC line? I'm gonna go ahead and call it that. Matt tried to correct us on. He says best from Hungary. Are they really from Hungary? If they are, awesome. I love the fact that we're all spread around and doing good. That's really cool. Um, yeah, you see it. Yeah, I know you see it. That's the plane. That's the Venom we built last night. There you go. You got your Venom. Um, no, I don't expect anybody really probably built it and fly it. Maybe I don't know, Matt. You might have if you're not burnt to the ground. Um, it's really good though. You know what I mean? It was really good. That's a good looking plane that HVAC line built. But anyway, lots of planes out there. Lots of people that got a couple of few uh stuff to fold out in video form, not just shorts, because a lot of them usually produce shorts. I try to stay away from that. I mean, we have some shorts, we got some of this stuff out there, but like yeah, it was some really good. It was better, like videos and stuff like that. Like the fact that Easy Paper Origami, the channel, they got out one about paper fighter airplane, as they called it, even though like a lot of them are also boxes and pets and dogs and animals and everything. And you may not be interested. You're more interested in something like that. I mean, that's what we built last night. I was trying to show you, like one of those. And, I don't actually know where that particular Venom is, but they probably break that one down too, even though I'm pretty sure if I break that one down, I'm going to end up one broken down kind of like this one, which we were using as a guide last night. And I'm not so all fire sure that that's the best one. So we may make another video with one that's more. The folds got cut, following the directions on that one. Because again, when that one was built, I don't think the instructions were done either. I've got no reason to suspect it either way, but I strongly think that's exactly what happened. So, but anyway, yeah, we're we're looking at all this garbage. Uh, my God, Nick S Origami, like, did you see that, dude? That thing is landing gear and rockets. Check that out. That is some pretty cool looking stuff, man. That thing is exotic and way too complex for my tastes. I mean, oh, it's awesome, like for me, for us, for me as an IVPAC member, I would never probably do something like that, but it looks really cool. Um, Just a whole bunch of cool videos. You got to check them out. Check out our subscribers and go check them out. Enjoy what you see there. The crazy tutorials got a whole bunch of aircraft and like, man, yeah, they've been putting them out and yeah, man. Yeah, it's just good stuff. It's all of the stuff like go look, just go look. And make your own. More better idea, just make your own. But I love WePlay, man. You got to check out WePlays as well because they put out so much and they're like, yeah, really good. I love Korean work. I love Oriental work. So those guys do a damn good job. It's good stuff to watch and like watch them fly wherever they can fly. I mean, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, all of the ones that are in the Orient are like really good. Their flights and stuff like that. Please go check them out. Not just ours. Like I said, I gotta alter that one. I'm gonna make some changes probably on the fly because it's just so ridiculous that it wasn't really anything goes shows. It was like a completely different show than I thought it was gonna be. It was more like our it was a how to build, right? I mean, seriously, it was a true to life, true to story. All it was how to build. So, I think what we're going to end up doing is altering it and going into whatever the hell we called it. What did we call it? It's not throw and tell. It's fold to flight. And I got to do something else about that, but we're gonna no, I'm not throwing it in any go shows. We're gonna do it this way, and we're gonna call it like I'm altering it right now as we speak. Okay, there now it's different because I'm taking it really long here. Um, it's gonna look weird, but I might alter it somehow. I don't know if we've actually got a beginning card. I've got a beginning card for that, so it's going to show up, and it's just changed. As a matter of fact, it just changed now. So if you're live and you're watching it, that went over into the how to build section. I even quoted it as a Venom NG, but uh, you're going to see that fluctuate a lot. Okay, like I don't decided whether we're going to call it fold to flight, how to build, manufacturing Monday. I don't know what the hell, because whatever day it comes in, So designing day, I don't even know what to call it, but it's live. It's up there. You sit through that, and I'm probably gonna do another one. That was a good long show about like technicalities. I was quiet as we studied it together, and you got a chance to see what was going on. Um, you could definitely build a Venom out of it, but I don't know if you're gonna get the same results. So I'm probably going to take apart another Venom and see if we got something more and do it on the show again. So be ready for that because I'm probably going to have to edit it a little bit with some other stuff. I did the other things, like it does show right now. You see it's fold to flight. The card is right. It's on the how to build playlist. We'll see if I can tabulate more of it on there because like right now the intro is paper flight and more, and I don't know if I'm down with that. Oh God, and I introed it that way too. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so yeah, there's that. I haven't decided. You'll be ready for it. Like I said, there's gonna be. We'll call it a part two. It might be live, it might be recorded, but we'll show a different kind of thing because I'm not gonna. I don't really want to do. There was nothing wrong with the way we did that one. All right, it's just that people were expecting a certain kind of thing, and I feel that while it was good, check this out. That's a Venom in flight. Venom flies pretty good. Short range, like it's capable of short range flight. but it's also like typically a long range aircraft. So um, you have to see it to believe exactly what it can do, and it does some pretty good stuff. You might have to chase it down. You might have to do some fancy running and keeping it individual of your own just to figure out where the hell she is. Try to see if I got any more shots at the Venom. Yeah. Yeah, there's one there at sunset. Yeah. Pretty looking plane overall. Um, if you get a chance to camera it and video it, you'll get some good shots. But uh, so anyway, like I said, you sat through and created it, and hopefully, like I said, mostly what it'll end up being is y'all's take, and maybe y'all can give me a little insight on it. But hopefully, I'm gonna like backtrack and see if I can build it with the folds and then the cuts instead of just making the cuts willy nilly like we did, kind of on the fly, so to speak. I mean, it turns out it came out as the plane because I mean you're gonna see minute differences in like height and length and folds, like millimeter differences, maybe even less than. So, but you're getting the same basic plane, and I'm pretty sure you're getting the same basic weight, especially if you follow the taping procedures. So, I'm happy with that. I'm also like debating on how much more it can get. If this plane were to survive, if I were to use it, it would be, or like if you were to use it, I think we'd have to try to streamline the process. Obviously, you saw that, and it was like I was quiet half the time. I was trying to figure it out half the time, and I knew it was going to be complex, and but I was trying to fulfill the request because it's been a while since I did just that. And like I said, while I got these videos on the pipe, it's also a learning experience for me trying to get the videos out. Um, Maybe like I said, like I suppose I should do what I said before I was going to do, and just like put the video out and kind of give like a vote on it, and like temporarily put it out and say like, okay, what did you think? How is this video going to be? Because it's been around the members of IVPAC, but it hasn't been out to you, the general public. So once I get it out there and get y'all's opinion, like, hey, it was cool, or hey, that sucked ass, don't do that again. So right now I may like leave that one the way it is. I may create a special card for it, so it's kind of on the fly. Because calling it Paper Flight and More was just stupid, but you got ready for it and launched it that way. So I don't even know if I have, like, let me take a look while we're talking here. I don't even know if I've got like I don't even have the setup in front of me here, but I don't even know if I have an intro to like the music for the show on how to. Oh, I did. Oh yeah, but I'm still using the original, and I'm not entirely sure I've actually enjoyed that. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. In any case, be ready for that because there's going to be some nice changes made. And I don't think, the more I'm concentrating on this, the more I'm thinking we're probably just going to actually play music in the background, and then we'll talk about that on a live show or recorded show after the fact. Just to get it out there, just so you can see, just so you can have the videos. Because I'm stalling and like it's because I'm being stupid. So, yeah, we'll for sure fix this. What did I even call that crap? What was in the background of that? I don't even know. I'm not even sure I like that, but we'll see. But anyway, be ready for it. And go watch some videos. Go do some flights. Go fly. Go do whatever. Apologies for being a little bit long, or a little bit what do you call it? Blah. Late. Sorry, late today. I have no idea. I don't know what the hell. I have no idea. But I might. I'm gonna have to recut it. It's full to flight, and like I don't even know if that. I'm not even happy with the full to flight. Like I think the name's gonna change. I don't want to call it a how to build. I want something catchier than that. But seriously, what's catchier than that? I've tossed out so many names. Me and Mark got onto it about like what we're gonna call it, and like I like full to flight and like jeez, there's no such thing as like a builder's corner. You know what I mean? Folding Friday. I don't know. I don't know. Especially if we keep it live, like that. I mean, we could just eliminate that entirely. It's never live, but then it's again something like that. I kind of wanted it to be, and I don't know. I have a feeling I've just created another show. What I'm trying to do is like I'm thinking in the background while I'm talking to you, and I'm thinking like, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up having like every one of those shows is recorded, and then we're going to have a discussion show about what we did, and maybe build another one on the live show after the how to build gets made, and it's like a part one, part two kind of thing, part of a series. I don't know. It's all it's meshing around in here. We'll see what happens. I got to get these out here. What most importantly, I got to get some out there for you, though. I mean, I've got the ideas, I've got the stuff, so it's coming. I swear to God, it's coming. I just don't know when. But I don't like that one either. Turn a paper flight more into something that's like a folded flight. And I don't even know. Hell. So anyway, build your own. Build your own one of those. Build something else. Let me see it. Let's talk about it. And I don't know. Buy it too, and see if you're pleased with it. Because like some of these ones that I've got, like it's not. All of my Venoms and especially the NG have been impressive, but that's not saying much because we only got 5 to 6 examples of it. So draw your own conclusions. The original Venom, the OG Venom was great, but it wasn't as long a distance a glider as the Venom NG. I like that actually, Venom OG, Venom NG. Never really thought about that. Original generation, next generation. Huh. Really cool. Maybe I could get a Gen 3 going on and just like, that's neither here nor there. The point is, like, they fly good. I bet you could actually flip the anhedrals up and become some kind of wingtip fins and get them to fly because the fins are so big. And I'm kind of tempted because, again, you know me, I'm trying to get all my planes to have fins, and Venom wouldn't be accepted because of its age and now lack of fins. But I'm thinking what we could have here. What the hell is in my eye? So that's something else. Less than a month. God, I'm just so frustrated. I'm flustered. It's coming. I don't want it to happen, but it's gonna happen. Shit. Anyway, yeah. I hope you build it. I hope you fly. I hope you have questions because I have questions, and hopefully we can figure this out together. Sorry, I didn't. You didn't even see that because I left a picture of Venom on there. I hope you enjoyed the Venom shots because like some of these, Jesus, like these are some good shots of Venom. I left that up there for a long time. Apologies, but we are still live. We're still talking to you, and Venom's got pretty pictures. Venom's got pretty shots, and you can tell it's her. So, why in the hell? That's not what that is. Your fold view. I got that shit. Anyway, but yeah, like, look at that. Look at that. That was just a live, on the spot track. Like Venom takes pretty good shots because Venom flies pretty good. Dot, what are you doing? Don't ask me. I just got here. Look at that. See what I'm saying? These are some good pictures of the pretty flights it does. That's at Buena, the baseball field, because we talked about like flights, and it flew around there pretty good. It flew around a lot of places pretty good. So I'm thinking like you'll enjoy the flights regardless. I mean, if you followed along and built it the way we did before, you're gonna get whoa. Why is that picture cut up like that? This picture wasn't taken in 2012. It's like the camera that I used on that one in particular. That's a cute little dot, isn't it? The camera that I used.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Not set for. Did you like that one? I tried to do that one a little bit differently. The camera that I used had reset itself, and then like the date was like all jacked up, so it would say a date that it wasn't, and then it would also say like some stupid ass dates, and of course it took these shots like this that like that's better. I don't understand why it's You know what? I don't care that it's live translating or transitioning, but I wish it would translate to a better slot because all these pictures are like a different thing. And I know I could actually do that if I set that, like, if I scaled them to the window. The only problem is if I did, some of these would be cute little dots because the pictures are so big. So that's why you kind of get skewed shots each time. I would say forgive me for that, but I'm not being forgiven for that. And this one's a very popular shot. This one is big, and it's used in one of our, I think it's used on the channel. So you used to seeing that one. It just worked out perfectly. She followed that old contrail, so it looks like she's burning. The picture's really big, real big. See if I can shrink it down so you can see more of it. You're used to this shot if you've seen like the channel header and stuff like that, but it worked out perfectly. Looks like she's been shot down or she's smoking on her way. I don't know. It's a great picture. These are all Venom shots, and Venom is pretty cool. But anyway, there's that. Yeah. Build it. Tell me what you think of it. We'll try to do another one a little bit better, hopefully with a little bit different examples because I don't feel that those are the right examples. And it's really good to play with that one just because I think that one actually is more. It's a multi-role. I think there's more offering to it than whatever it would be. The original Venom, I had visioned it to be like the support attack, more likely attack, but this one is so much longer range and stable that it's like, well, if we size it up, bomber, medium bomber, fighter bomber, definitely. The potential is there. So I always think in impact terms. And if you could relate to our roles, you would understand. You could relate. It's like what you expect it to fly like. You know how you expect it to fly because of our role parameters are pretty in-depth descriptions. It's not just a matter of a plane flying its distance, but how it flies the distance. I mean, if it stunts a lot on its way to wherever it goes versus a just straight up glide all the way to where it goes. These are things that keep you like informed what you can expect of these birds. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, that's it. I'm cutting it a little bit short because I kept it late. I didn't mean to make it late, but you got a pretty good amount of show yesterday. You're still getting a half-hour show today, and this is about how I want it to be. But I wanted to get everything involved. You know, like we talked about that Venom that we built, and we talked about everybody else's videos that got posted up, like some flights and some how to builds. So it truly is Paper Aircraft Weekly. We will try to feature IVPAC Weekly. Once we get more news from around the IVPAC world. It's coming. It's coming. I'm telling you. Things are settling in. Now, if I could just get the rest of our members back, trying to contact KIA, trying to get NASA, like, hopefully NASA's got his stuff together, and we'll leave it up to him and to us as to whether or not we'll explain it away. But good things are on the horizon. They always are. Bear with us. We're trying to get this shit right. We always try to get this shit right. In the meantime, you guys stick with it. Good to see you. Keep folding. I'm hoping that this inevitable butt screw freaking world of crap that I'm about to go through doesn't screw with my life too much. I'm dreading it. And mostly like, I mean, I can adapt to most of it. I mean, like really, realistically, it's not too long. It's not too bad. The monetary compense is a hell of a lot better than it would normally be. The only problem is like every time I go out and onto my deck right now with weather like this, I know it's a little bit too hot, but knowing that I can't enjoy this, can't enjoy a sunset because I'll be at work, can't enjoy any warm weather because I'll be at work, and the next time I actually get to enjoy weather, it'll be cooling off already. Days will be getting shorter already. The one thing, Trump can fuck up a lot of stuff, but hopefully the one thing he won't fuck up is please make daylight savings time permanent. I just don't want to change the clock anymore. I don't really care if you make it, turn it off permanently or turn it on permanently. Just do something and leave it the hell alone. And please take away my overtime, mandatory overtime for 3.5 months. Hey, Robert, how you doing, man? Been a moment or two. You doing okay? Glad to see you come out. Yeah, y'all guys can't be happy, huh? I know I've heard y'all being a drought and everything like that, and now all of a sudden you're back under rain, rain, rain. Um, you been able to fly? We just been like, I've been having some good days, but like I haven't been able to get out and fly because like the wind has been strong. It's been great as far as like, well, that's not really true. We had like stupid cold days, a little bit of drizzle, humidity was high. Now the temperature jacked up to 85 2 days in a row now, but the humidity's dropped. But it's been windy as hell. So yeah, yeah. Um, I'm just hoping people can get out there and fly. And if you can't get out there and fly, do a little bit of building. So that how is that not? Don't even, man. Your planes are waterproof, bro. I didn't say record it. I just mean fly it. See. This is what people were talking about when I was doing that crap, and it's like you got to get back to your roots. And sometimes it's like going to a concert. You forget that like flying is about flying. Fuck the phone. Fuck the film. Everything doesn't need to be recorded. Just get out there and enjoyment for yourself. Get out there to get away from life. Get out your own head. Yeah, it's good to record. Yeah, it's good for obvious reasons because, like I said, I'm like, I mean, if I can get some flights out of here, I can say like, oh, hey, man, that's good enough to win the trophy this month. But I mean, yeah, no, I mean, I totally get it. I totally understand. I mean, people online and us as members want to see the flights. It's want to see the builds, want to see the flights. So yeah, you're right. But I mean, seriously, it like sometimes it's good to just be free. Like I mean, any of the recordings that you get of me, like especially because I bring the camera out there. I drop the phone, I bring the camera. Um, yeah, they're in depth, they're thorough, but you don't see every flight, and not just because they're bad. It's just because they're like, man, nah, it's just fun to watch them. So that's good. That's cool. I think. I mean, obviously, I guess that's what we strive for, right? Like, I don't know. The last time me and Mark tried to talk about that for the channel, I was like, okay, so how do we get the subscribers coming in? Because I know it's like it's a real niche market that we have, and maybe it's the lack of how to builds. But then again, like we produce a lot of live shows, so it's like, do you want to see more builds? Is that what it is? What about our titles? Are we doing something wrong? Are we doing the search strings wrong? I don't know. I don't know. That's why we need to collaborate so we can figure out exactly why. I mean, I don't, truth be told, I kind of don't care. I get told a lot by you guys that, like, yeah, we deserve a lot more subscribers, and hopefully that's true because we talk about them probably more often than anybody else on there. Like, but I just enjoy it, and like, it doesn't take much to go viral or break. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know. But I mean, like, well, dude, every time we do it, we try to change. You know that. You've seen that. You've been with us through, like, most change. Even when we do paper air core, like, okay, but, like, should we do it paper airplane core? Should we do it, like, how should we do it? What do you think would be a better breach? And is that really what gets us the subscribers? I can't change the name of the shows. I mean, I could, but it's Paper Aircraft Weekly. So if you look that up, come on, man. Who else does that? I mean, and the thing about it is like, okay, I can change the name and we could just put IVPAC all over the cladding. That's fine. But like, you see, like our base is still like paper air core. How do you not know what you're stumbling against if you're looking for that, or is that not even? Do I just need to cut the core off? I don't know. Okay, we'll play with it. All right, we'll play with it. We'll do that for you, Robert. We'll do that for you, brother. Cause like seriously, I hate to admit it, but like, and like I'm probably missing out. But like, yeah, I subscribers, people watching. I mean, yeah, it's good to get out there for the science, and I feel like because of people that I track that watch, people that need to watch get what they want out of the show. But do I just do impact paper planes? Yours runs together so crazy, dude. Like powerhouse paper airplanes, Roger. Like man, first of all, you ever heard of the space bar, brother? Second of all, you don't need your name in there. You already got, it's Powerhouse Paper Planes, right? Your P3. That's company name. It kind of covers all the ground, you know. And like, I get it, like for the channel, sure, the channel to be found as a channel at something or the channel title. I get it. I get it. And then you could just make all the marketing, the cladding and stuff. Like we could throw IVPAC on everything. You obviously know our roundel. You obviously know our logo, but yeah, I know. Like I said, that's in the running. Okay, we'll probably really like. I mean, like last night's show changed on the fly. It's already different to you right now. So yeah, I guess we can do that. We can play it because those of y'all that know already know, and then if you start talking with us, you'll just know it back. So yeah, okay, I'll change it up. Really, YouTube did that? Well, that's horrible. This is why we should go on strike, man. Want to go on Daily Motion? Daily Motion wouldn't do that to us. I just think, oh man, I'm just shooting my ass off right there. I don't know. Yeah, you're right though. I mean, like, I suppose it should. It almost seems like a waste of time, especially now that I've started like doing other things. Man, there's a lot of glass on the outside of that shit. I have to brush that off. I'm glad you came back in there though. We hadn't seen you in a couple of weeks, so I was concerned that like work was beating you down a little too heavy. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, for real. Cause work's gonna beat me down. It's gonna piss me the hell off, and like, believe me, I'm on the verge of quitting. If it wouldn't be for the fact that I know that if I take my business live and I end up going like, mine will just end up being 12-hour days every day because I know my work's gonna take me all around. For real, I'll be going to all sites, all different places, all around the damn state, and maybe even out of state. And I'm not really looking forward to that. Um, and again, I got so spoiled with having a job that's 2 blocks away. I may have to work 12 hours every day for 3.5 months, but it's 2 blocks away. Ooh. But see, again, like, okay, segueing back though. YouTube might have put that in there, but that's like your channel title. Um, you can take that out. Who else is Powerhouse Paper Planes? You know, I mean, that's you. That's you all day, buddy. You don't need Rogers in there. No, like I mean, like for an that's fine because you don't really control that. But I mean, when we go to your channel and see the title up there plastered up, or the one that you name it, I think you can control that. I think. I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do? After this is live, I'm really gonna like, oh, to hell with it. I'm going to the dashboard right the hell now. Right the hell now. We'll do this. We'll do this. But where the hell do you edit this crap settings? Oh, I'm not even kidding. Like y'all thought it was gonna be something like that, like basic info. See, because the keywords paper planes, paper airplanes, paper aircraft, origami, flying origami, I've got all of that. Even variations on aircraft. I mean, like it's done, you know? So, did you set this channel for kids? I didn't set the channel for kids because we just curse too much. But then again, well, if I remember correctly, YouTube wants a little bit of different things if you set it for kids, so I don't do it because kids are gonna freaking find it anyway. So, really, does it matter? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Bah. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, we'll do something. I don't know what the hell we'll do. We'll do something though. I've seen, like I said, people get views. I see people get views. I see it. You made a comment? You made a comment? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we'll change it and we'll see what happens. I don't want to change it live because, man, I don't even know if that would screw anything up live. You know what I'm saying? But Every time I get to this thing and I see my wife's desk, she bought this fancy ass fucking piece of light that goes up behind her monitors and is the length of the monitors and drops down. And I'm like, dude, where was that? I love my lights, but that was crazy shit. I'd have to show you that layout, enjoy that layout. She got some cool ass stuff. Yeah. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Like I should take a picture of it, but whatever. Anywho, I'm gonna listen to you. We're gonna change it up. We're gonna change it up. And we gotta get our members back. We gotta get our members like doing some part of the show. Like I said, a lot of my brethren are having life slap them upside the head. And like I'm not saying I'm exempt from it either, because there's some changes going on too. But we will be here. We will be with you. We'll be helping you fold. We'll be helping you design. We'll be helping you use little plastic trays to build you a cargo plane. Maybe we'll build that. Maybe we'll build that cargo plane. We do. I think we should probably. I don't think we should meet up at anybody's land. I think we should like go to Japan. I've always wanted to see Japan, and like I know that there's so many people out there flying that if I brought all my boxes, it'd be funny as hell. Everybody be like, "The hell, carry that on an airplane?" Everybody's like, "This guy's got to be a terrorist, right? He's got to be a terrorist. Who the hell takes 250 paper airplanes on a trip?" I mean, I couldn't even condense them. Man, it'd be cool. But yeah. I totally agree. We totally ought to have like a fly-in and see if that fly-in could go live, and then see if we could get, drum up some membership and stuff like that. It would be really cool. I got to tell you something too. I don't know. I hope you didn't think we were kind of ignoring this or anything like that. But like, I have taken your paper or your rubber band launch to heart. I really have. I've given it serious thought with most of these, and what I've considered is, I don't know if it's like you do a lot of built-ins on that, and obviously for good reason, but you also do like a little add-ons, and I like the add-ons. And I'm thinking like what I'm trying to develop is some kind of nose hook add-on that I could just put on any particular plane that would not be so much of a weight penalty, not alter the aircraft in any way, but still allow the rubber band launching. So I didn't put them down here. I've got a few pieces that I've built that can be added on, not just like the rubber band hook, a simple hook, because it can't just be, it's got to be more than a simple hook. It can't be that little paper clip like built in, and then because you're already adding the weight, and then I got to like address the issue of, well, I just put a whole bunch more weight in this damn plane. Now what do we got? I'm thinking about designing a plane around it, but I'm thinking about like how many different ways we could actually use it on the planes that I've already got, as well as putting an addition on that doesn't really add weight but does add the hook, which is like, fold upon fold, about making a little triangle piece that kind of looks like that, like something there but has a little bit of a notch cut in, so that it could, like, this is the regular nose, it just slides over the regular nose with a notch, and then you launch it. That's my biggest problem is, again, I just got to make sure I keep the balance, because most of my planes are built in such a way that like they're well balanced the way they are. So I don't want to build. I really don't want to build, like, for the interceptors. It's fine. Javelin, it's fine. It won't care. Quill, it's fine. It won't care. Plume is fine. It won't care. To a degree, the bombers, any medium bomber, medium airlift, big enough, it won't care. But then again, how many times are you going to do that? And truthfully speaking, like, do I really need to rubber band launch like all of them? Venom and phases don't usually require that heavy of a throw. Javelin, I would, yeah, definitely. Any interceptor, yeah, definitely, and ways to do that. And that therein might lie my answer. Just rubber band launch anything with a heavy ass nose, because it benefits. I don't have to throw my arm out of my socket or like torsion my spine to get a long distance flight or high altitude flight, even though it's fun to do. But rubber band, just like, I feel like it's a lazy way, and yet it's obviously the results speak for themselves. So, but I mean, my gliders, like, it's like a regular football throw. You kind of like Hail Mary it. You kind of like, it's heavy duty, but it's like all in your arm. Like an interceptor throw requires the whole body or a rubber band. But like my gliders, it's like the hardest throw you can do without wrenching the body, without like really cranking it. It's shoulder forward instead of torso forward. So, yeah. Like I said, I haven't forgotten about it. I haven't ignored it. It's just I'm working it to the side. I'm trying to work it like it's one of the reasons why there's some new designs I'm working on and trying to work on getting them out. It's because of that very thing. I'm even trying to figure out an acronym that I could put on there for like PRL, Powerhouse Rubber Band Launch. I don't know. I don't know. It's coming. I don't know. I don't know how to sell, develop paper aircraft powerhouse rubber band launch. You see what I mean? Like I'm trying to work it, but and again, like yeah, I follow that. I would really like it if it was some kind of shuttle. I don't know how we worked with that in the past years and years ago. Um, some kind of shuttle, kind of like a la, like the old school style of launching aircraft carriers. If you did the hook and loop, like the French still kind of, well, the French don't do it anymore, but with the Attendard, what we used to do with like the Skyray, the early Phantoms, before we really got flat tops, where it had the hook on the aircraft and the shuttle carried the plane, but then like it just dropped off. That's what I'd like. The problem is because of where it is, I don't see how it would function. And like I said, we've dealt with this very thing before where like some attachment that after your takeoff thrust, after so much power goes away, it falls off so the plane can glide. That shit's hard to do. A slipper, you know? Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you got some kind of methodology. I mean, granted, like I said, when we got into it, when we tried to develop it, I was way younger. So I mean, like obviously, if I took the time to work on it and develop it, we might come up with something really cool. Matter of fact, I'd love to. That'd be like a joint project. Me and you have never worked on a joint project. It'd be great to have a SIL POW. Like we've got SMA and like Silk and Missile and like a lot of joint projects, but hey, you and I, we could work on something and work on some kind of slipper, some kind of shuttle that falls off and launches the plane, but doesn't affect the glide. For those of us, namely me, and other people that fold can have it. It obviously couldn't be universally adapted because your planes are more like flying wings, lifting bodies, whereas mine are like traditional paper aircraft. But if it could be universal, it'd be awesome. I don't see how that would, it would have to be like a gelatinous thing that just grips the plane. Wouldn't it be like, right? Like a piece of Play-Doh in the shape of a hook that like pinches it, you launch with it, and then it falls off? Something silly, but it would work. I mean, I don't even know if we could truly call it ours, but it's definitely our idea. Anything like that, just because it would be universally adapted. So, I don't doubt that. Yeah, I mean, and like we've had like you've seen the earliest videos. You use bottle rocket launching, mostly on the heavy stuff. But we like KIA and I tested or like over tested Apex to death by like sending one up that got launched by 12 rockets. Javelin got 5, and I mean like. Unprotected launches too. So you got to remember, if you're going to do that, you got to do that with something that's not going to burn, because I mean the burn is going to just shear paper right off and lose your skin. So the water's better, but just like you dealing with paper aircraft, obviously the two things that really don't go with paper, water and fire. So if only we could develop some kind of thrust. Our art is so walking that fine line. Everybody that watches and has built one and sticks with it has known and learned and known that we walk a fine line. Like we could do a whole bunch of like power, like the power up, where you could build a paper airplane. I love that, and yet they really only show like 3 or 4 models that have it, and it's really almost not even paper. It's more like fiberboard. But you couldn't put a power up thing on a true paper plane. Not any of mine. Seriously, because if you put it on there, not only will it cause way too much weight, but it's like, well, the wings are just along for the ride. They fold up, they flutter, and it's like useless. You get to strengthen it and strengthen it again. And pretty soon you're dealing with a white wings. You're dealing with like a balsa glider. You don't even have a paper airplane anymore. But like my point, my segue to that was just like, where does it stop being a paper airplane anymore? And where does it become a drone? You know, we walk the fine line of when is it our design and when does it cease becoming our design because we've added so much stuff to it, or we bulked it up, or we beefed it up, or we turned it into something else. Like I can make any one of these planes out of cardboard or fiberboard without doing the folds, just making the cuts, make it look like the shape. Then you could put power up on it. You could put a rubber band launch on it, but like you're changing the design inherently of the aircraft, and it's no longer yours. You see what I'm saying? So we walk a fine line of like where do we stop? The time when we actually want to put small actuators on it, like what Ben does, like Y13 stuff. That's his plane. But we've all, like, for those of us that don't, like, origami's that way too. Origami, the folds are so, like, you got this fold and that fold, and a lot of people share them, but it's like they're so minute and they're so precise that, like, if you don't match it up, you've got a different plane on your hands anyway. I'm not saying that origami is going to change your design to the point of it's not yours anymore, but, like, if it's stiff enough, it can hold a power up. Whereas, like, mine, I have no idea why I haven't got it. It's one of the very few things in the paper airplane world that I have never got, and I probably should. And I'd really like to go back and get like the beta model 1.0 instead of like 3.0, which is out now or was out 5 years ago. But I don't have no idea why I never got it. I mean, usually if it's paper airplane related, like the electric paper airplane launcher that I do have, I get it because I test it out. Bah. I'd love to have that one thing that they showcase somewhere on here, and I don't even know where it's at, but y'all can link to it. Y'all find it. That one where it's got a robot that actually folds the plane and launches it. I love that science is working on that in the background. Like we're trying to cure cancer and like trying to go to the depths of the ocean and try to go to the vast reaches of outer space. But in the meantime, let's build a better paper airplane folder and launcher. Let's waste some scientific funding and money and brain power on that. Yeah. I thought you're supposed to leave that to us. I don't know. We'll never do that. I don't know. But yeah, it would be a great collaboration, I think. Like if we could get live, find a date and a time that works for both of us. We get live on the show and start building this, like bonk some heads together seriously. It'd be really cool. I'd like to do that with OAE too. I don't exactly know what we could develop, but I mean, those of y'all that are on the fringe there that are members, but we haven't actually joined up, to either didn't even meet face to face, but I mean talk mouth to mouth, as it were. Sounds funny, but I mean seriously, so we could like make a joint design or come up with these ideas. That's what I like live and on the show for. So, I mean, you've seen us make a joint design once or twice. Hopefully, we get a chance to do that again. I don't know about like 4 of us getting together and do that because Scarab was the end result of 4 people, four collaborators, and boy, that plane, 2 planes in one, and it didn't really fly, but it did show that you can do it. You get so elaborate. I mean, I being the knowledge and having the knowledge that I have and being involved, I was like, okay, I know I don't have to get the first forward nor the last, but like. You're at the mercy of anybody else screwing up the fold. If you consider it screwing up or advancing it. So it's really cool, and yet it's also like, holy shit. So, well, Red Bull kind of dabbles in that, but like I wouldn't even know like what would you the Paper Airplane League, the International Paper Airplane League, IPAL. Notice I always try to include international. That's why we use it in our name. But to think we used to call it VPAC a while back. I've been playing with the names for a long time. It just, I don't even know. I don't even know. I mean, we'll definitely, I'll change the show. So, I'm going to stick with this format of this show so far to be ready for having like people's cameras like this, and then you got the cool backgrounds of every pic. Well, not every picture, but a lot of pictures that we've taken with more than one aircraft flying. In case you hadn't noticed, that's the theme back there behind me that we've stuck with every time we were doing Paper Aircraft Weekly. It's like there is always more than one paper airplane flying in these shots. That's the whole theme. So I think even one of them uses that or keep them flying. Man, yeah. Yeah. Why is it not an outro? I really don't care. It gets the point across. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, it would be cool if it was a sport. How would it you know what? It really doesn't matter. It doesn't bloody good God bless. The whole thing? The whole thing? Stupid. Whatever. Just whatever. It doesn't matter. So yeah, I mean, thanks for extending the show. Robert, great. Thank you for coming by. A little concerned about OAE now because he was by like 3 or 4 shows in a row, and all of a sudden he's been absent after talking about fire. A little scary. I'm just hoping my other boys are all right. I gotta get in touch with them, make sure there's something going on that we can get like a show out, a show done, and do these things. And I will change this. Like I said, I changed it on the fly, but I don't really quite want to do it. I'm going to change it after we're done here, and then we'll see. We'll see what we can see. Like I said, I've almost thought about going the pay route, just like for a month or 3 months, just to get like to boost it up, and leave it alone, see what happens. But I also find that I actually kind of don't care. I could be the biggest fool ever. I mean, we could, hell, I don't know. We could become fools. But I know it's probably more about like, you're not going to get anywhere else that you're going to get to talk live with us about aircraft and designing it and ideas for it. Where any of these other channels, and I'm not belittling any other channel. Every channel brings something to the table. But we are a very niche market. And what other channel talks to you like this? I mean, I know we include IVPAC in a lot, and anybody who's just outside goes, "What the hell is that? Why y'all keep mentioning that?" And it's like, yeah, sit with us, you'll understand. But yeah, we'll play with it. Maybe we'll play with it every 6 months to get some rotation in and make sure everybody gets to join up. Well, I mean, like the other thing about that is like foldable flight. He does a really good job, does real good presentation. Nowhere in this does he mention paper airplanes, quote unquote. It's just foldable flight. But he gets all that shit. Or he gets all that shit. He gets the views, So he does a damn good job. We got to learn how to do a damn good job. Oh, I don't know. Oh, believe me, Silk. My wife is Silk. She builds planes. I've showed them on the aircraft. Showed them on the channel before, and like whenever she builds a new one, she shows it to me, and I like to showcase it. So, she's got 6 or 7 designs of her own, and while a couple of them are prototypical, not even past prototype stage, a couple of them are like, damn, she thought of that. But she also thought of that about watching me fold. So, I mean, yeah. The thing is, we have some stop by. I just don't know if they fold. And like in some of the subscriptions, like you notice the subscriptions that we link to, I think, actually, I know for a fact a couple of them are female. But again, we're talking about a niche market that is definitely not dominated nor even touched typically by females. So, it's kind of like, you know how it is. I'm pretty sure after they get past the age of 5, they're like, that's childish. So, a lot of dudes are like, after we get past the age of 20, They're like, it's childish, but it takes dudes a lot longer to see childish stuff than women do. That's where that like whole thing about like girls mature faster than boys are, because stuff like that. Yeah, we'll hang on to that stuff a lot longer. Where the hell did that come from? Oh, you suck at the balls. Was that on a different channel? Yes, it was. That's okay. But anyway. Yeah, I get it. Shut the hell up. Boy, I hope you didn't hear that. Did you hear that? That didn't come through. Yeah, you didn't hear that. I love the lag. The lag helps out so much. So anyway, yeah. It's all good. It's all good. We're thinking about how we change it. I can't see putting another like tag in there, to get more, other than just putting sex in the title, because sex sells. I mean, really? But that's cheating. I'm not gonna do that. You put all kinds of weird stuff in there that like people are gonna like. Oh yeah. You've noticed like we've been doing this a long time, and like I haven't been catering to like anything that really drums it up. I mean, do I want the viewership? Sure, but I really just want to make sure I keep people that are interested in the right things in here. So I know one of the reasons why some of these people work so well is because they've got like 14 different channels, and it's like, well, whichever one goes viral first, that's what I'm going to concentrate on. Never touch the other ones again. Or maybe you could use it as an expansion. But they're like working to make money off of it. And like, I may be old school thinking I'm a fool, but yeah, by the same token, it's like, no, I got to actually do that too. So we're trying. I'm not belittling that. I mean, I do not for one instance think like I'm never going to call myself a content creator. I just make videos. Like dudes on the America's Funniest Home Videos from 30 years ago were content creators. You just didn't call them that. Basically, it's just another word for a nobody. You ain't nobody. You sitting in your parents' basement. You sitting in your own basement doing this shit. It's like, no, you're nobody special. Don't even think that shit. I do not consider it. You ain't nobody special. I've been content creating since I was 14 years old, and that was like 40 fucking years ago. But I'm not going to call myself that because this is just a dumb title for a dumb idea. Like, I just make stuff. Aren't musicians content creators? Like real people, like Aerosmith, for example. That's content creation, isn't it? It's just stupid. But anyway, I digress. All right. It was good you came out. I thank you for that. It was good you people, like anybody that watched, glad you watched. We're working on changing stuff. We're hopefully working on a collaboration with new and old members. I'm hoping to get some more of these how to builds out there for you guys. I know I've got the clips that I can share with the how to build so you can see exactly how the planes fly. That's usually not included, but it could be. It might be. Hell, it will be. We'll see how this goes, Just stick with us in the future as we get this stuff put together. But hey, yeah, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. We're gonna cut it. Robert, always a pleasure to have you come out there. Thanks, you were busy enough to actually, come out there and join us. Good to hear from you again. Yeah, by all means, continue the flight. See if you can film some of the building on that. You said there's a new design. See if you can film any little touch up on that. It'd be good to see. I know you can't fly because y'all are busy replenishing your water stocks apparently because you ain't got rain in like 3 months. Now you're gonna get rain for 3 months. This is the new normal. So, but everybody else keep commenting, keep making your own videos, keep making your own planes. We like to see them. But more importantly,